These floods occur when the dams formed by a glacier holding back a glacial lake first or its branches, leading to the sudden release of water and debris downstream. Today is the story of a Maashey Lake outburst flood in Maine, Russia. Watch until the end and let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get it on.
Occurred 24th March 2019, Iran. At least 17 people, including 3 children, were killed. As many as 68 were injured in heavy flooding in the northern Iranian city of Shiraz on Monday, state TV reports. Heavy rains resulted in flooding in the southern region around the city as well. Footage shows people being swept away by the tides as cars try to maneuver through the flooded streets. The flooding comes during the Iranian New Year, meaning thousands have been affected, including tourists. The moment the floodwaters invaded Zaizin city in Erbil and houses sunk.
On July 15, 2012, his team went on a hike to Lake Maashey. Crossing the Mazhoy bridge across the Chuya, they noticed the high water level and the trees flooding in the stream. Not immediately realizing which path we should follow, accidentally came to the mouth of the Mazhoy. The riverbed was hiding behind a small hillock, and what was going on there, they saw only by climbing the hillock and being directly at the river. The spectacle was amazing. The flow of water stood like a wall. The herd trembled underfoot. All sounds were drowned out by the roar of water and the rumble of stones. At first, they thought that this was an ordinary but rather powerful flood. The scale of what was happening began to be understood when the stream began to demolish the forest. They learned about the fate of the lake only 2 days later, and only then did they realize what a large-scale phenomenon they managed to see and film as you are watching. So terrible! In 2019, the city of Ufa in the Republic of Bashkortostan was hit by the severe flooding. Heavy rains caused several rivers to overflow, leading to the flooding of residential areas and the displacement of thousands of people.
Flash floods can make a family's life empty in an instant because of its destructive speed. These update world scariest monster flash flood footages will help you understand more of that. Do not forget, press a button of like, share and comment what do you think for this topic. Thanks and go on! A daring rescue of a man whose car was trapped by flooding in the Arazim Valley near Jerusalem was caught on camera and broadcast live across Israeli media channels on Thursday, February 28th. Jerusalem flood is so terrible. A flood had swept 3 people's vehicle into the water. After days of persistent rain, a river water swollen in southwest China's Guangzhou province that caused a flood. This flash flood event is the result of rain runoff in the Santa Clara Pueblo watershed. The cause of the flash flooding is the end result of the destruction of the Las Conchas wildland fire, 26 June 2011, in the Llamas mountain range. Huge swathes of the country are underwater, following an intense heat wave and a long monsoon that has dumped a record amount of rain. With rivers breaking their banks, flash flooding and glacial lakes bursting, Pakistan is experiencing its worst floods this century. At least 2/3 of the country's districts have been affected. The floods triggered by torrential rains battered the Black Sea coastal provinces of Bartın, Kastamonu, Sinop and Samsun on Wednesday, demolishing homes and bridges and sweeping cars away by torrents. Helicopters trembled to rescue people stranded on rooftops.
Kaymakamın arabası gidiyor. Bak çöktü. Araba gidiyor.
This is unprecedented. There is no power. The mobile phones were dead. There was no reception. You couldn't receive news from anyone, said Ilyas Kalabalek, a 42-year-old resident. Flooding is common on coastal Turkish cities near the Black Sea, where many structures are built on riverbeds, making them vulnerable. Narrowing natural channels has also made flooding more likely. The flooding came only days after deadly fires, the worst in decades, ravaged villages in southern Turkey, forcing thousands to evacuate their homes and destroying huge sections of farmland and livestock. In the hot village of Bozkurt near the Black Sea, the first of the waters collapsed buildings and left families searching for loved ones. There are 8 members of one extended family were missing in the village: 12-year-old twin girls, their grandparents, 2 younger children, and their 2 aunts, and the family had not been able to reach them. They were waiting to hear from a cold storage depot in the region where bodies of the unidentified have been held. So terrible, God bless. It was the latest grim natural disaster in a summer of extreme weather events in Europe. In an era of climate change, the frequency and intensity of extreme weather events in general have risen speedily, as you know. Surely you can't comprehend how devastating it must feel to watch your home being destroyed like this and be powerless to stop it.
مشاهده کنین نگاه داره ماشین میخواد تو هم دیگه مشاهده کنین
How many videos does it take before people realize it's dangerous to cross flooding areas?
Endişe. Vay inanın. Vay vay.
This footage from Shiraz, Iran shows unprecedented floodwater sweeping away dozens of vehicles as people climb on top to escape.
خلك متمسك خلك اتمسك اخر اخر سيارة ثانية سيارة ثانية اخر 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 المال الحبل المال الرجالة الثانية.
Major floods across much of Iran have killed at least 19 and injured dozens. Such widespread flooding is unprecedented in arid Iran. Until 2018, the country was dealing with decades of drought.
What do you think about this kind of natural disasters? Do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment here. Thanks for watching.